Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're up to day 6 of my day every day here at Zardanian Valley. So basically what I try and do is do an hour of gameplay, which is 24 hours in the game every day. So that's how we get through a day a day. Anywho, we're up to day 6 here in Zardanian Valley, and today we're going to try and clear out a couple more of those work sites, so that'll make the main roads more traversable. And we're then going to look to the contracts to work out which ones we should do to open up the main road and the bridges and that sort of thing. So that's the plan. It's a bit of a loose plan, but let's see how we go. We will swoosh on over to the PlayStation. We will see that we've almost loaded up. And while we wait, there we are. So we have got not a lot of fuel, but we are in the Voron with 2 consumables that aren't going to be doing farm deliveries, but are going to be going to the work site that we sort of started at yesterday. So let's see if we can make it to the fuel station with 19 litres. Should be all right. And then I have to make a decision. So once I get to the fuel station, I'll stop, and I'll have to make a decision as to whether I want to go back the way we came, or do we push on sort of through the middle of the map and use the railway lines as a bit of a sneaky cut through. I'm kind of thinking we might do that, because there's also a contest that we haven't done yet that we can probably knock over at the same time. There you go. How about that for good judgment of fuel? 10 litres left. Pretty good. Fuel up. Okay, so just looking at the map, we're down at the bottom here, pretty much the south of the map. And we need to take these 2 consumables up here to this work site. Now, we can either take the main road all the way around, but that means we have to do this sort of tricky little shortcut somewhere here, wherever it is. I don't even see where it is now. But there's a tricky little shortcut we have to do somewhere to avoid a rock slide on the way. Oh, yes, that's right. It's over here more, isn't it? Yeah, there it is there. So that tricky little one. Or do we come up and use the train lines as a bit of a run, which will get us nicely to the station? And I'm kind of thinking that's the better way to go. So let's come out of here from this one back along the train lines. Now, I think we can possibly cut across there, but it's not really saving us that much. So let's just follow the train line. Let's see how we go. Oh, yes, I left the other little truck, the Jangsu, at the fuel station. I'm going to want to take that back to the garage, so that can be a bit more useful than just sitting around doing nothing. Jangsu is a little truck, more the size of the pipe, something like that. So it's bigger than the Warthog or the Action, but not as big as the Voron. I'll come around here and then toddle down the railway line, and we'll probably try and see if we can do that contest while we're at it, just to knock it over. Can we squeeze through there? Gee, that's tight, isn't it? Oh, particularly with this roof. All right. Good. You've got to be a little bit careful come along these railway lines, that the verge, sometimes the verge is really nice, but sometimes it's quite steep. So, like here, for example, you kind of don't want to be falling off the edge there. when it's really quite steep, or you will almost certainly tip over. Let's see if we can get off the train line this time. No. Doesn't like us getting off, does it? Round. Now we might as well do the contest while we're going, because I'm only going to get bronze for it anyway. So, and it's going kind of, it takes us to the railway station. So we're not going out of our way at all, which is good, because I don't like going out of my way for contests. I'm going to get off, get back on again. Right, so just to quickly see what this contest is about, we need to do 2 minutes 10, 2 minutes 30, or 2 minutes 50. Now I'll probably be more like 5 minutes, but that's okay. And we're going to be going along the train line, obviously to there, then a bit further along to there, a bit further along to there, and a bit further along to the finish line, which actually is pretty much where we were heading anyway. So we will just do this, get it over with, and be happy. So let's go. Just run along the side for a minute. I think if you've got the right truck, you can actually straddle the train line really nicely. Oh, there's a task there too. Did I see that? Oh, you know, I got that before. Unfortunately, the Voron doesn't quite straddle along the tracks perfectly. Not bad. It's not quite perfect. Real steady. This is what you want to avoid, is overcorrecting. So there's the second checkpoint. That's pretty good. I don't want to go down the line. Let's see, start this line. We're on to the third checkpoint. Stay on the tracks. The trick is to stay on the tracks. Stay on the tracks. Don't mess it up. No, I've got to get off the tracks. Always the way. Sometimes you can be lucky with reversing back and get to a different angle. Well, we got off the tracks eventually. There we go. Right, now, on the tracks. Maybe we can go along beside them for a bit. No, maybe. We're almost there. Just got to come down here. This is a bit slow, I think, for this mud. Would be able to come through the fence there, I think. Right, just carefully. Nice and steady. And of course we're already on bronze, as I thought, but that's fine. I also am going to go all the way around. I'm happy to have completed this, so another thing we can tick off. Ta-da, there we go. So we ended up doing it in 3 minutes, which isn't that bad, I guess. at the railway station. No, the fuel plant, what this thing's called. So we're going to go straight through. There's no hurry now because we're not doing a contest, so it's all good. And we're going to head on to our little work site, which is just up here a bit. We'll then pick up our metal beam left on the roadside. There we go. So this should clear this work site now. One, two. Oh, look at that. So we've happily cleared that work site. Let's turn around. That on purpose so I could knock down the sign, didn't I? Sorry, sign. We'll grab our metal beams. That's what we need for the next blockage or work site. I think there's a little bridge that's on. I think this won't clear it. I think we still have to deliver some repair points. This one. Checking, have I got that? A fuel workaround. Have I got a fuel workaround? Yes. Okay. There's so many tasks to do, you kind of forget which ones have I got and which ones haven't I got. Just being careful going around here because that's a very tight corner for a great big truck. And that task. Oh, also a fuel workaround. That must be the drop point. So here's our work site to drop this guy off at. Right. So that now just leaves us with 200 repair points needed to fix this up. Okay. Let's just get a bit out of the way. Find a good spot to be out of the way. Good enough. Right, let's stop there. So, what we've still got to clear, there's a work site up here that's probably lower priority. It needs 2 consumables. We might want to do that because obviously we're going to be going across there to get solar panels. Otherwise though, the only other work site is that one. This one here that needs, I don't know what, but I'm struggling to see. I guess we're going to have to deliver something up here eventually, I guess. And it would be pretty difficult to bring it any other way. But we'll wait till we actually have to do that, I think. Okay. So looking at contracts, actually, no, let's go straight to the Jangsu, middle Jangsu. Yeah, U. I'm going to U. I'm going to take this guy back to the garage. And actually, before I go, the easiest way to get back to the garage, I have to go across that little nasty kick over. It's probably that way, actually. Although this way works pretty well too. Typically SnowRunner, 6 on one, half dozen the other. So let's go via the main road just because it's inherently easier. I'm going to take this guy back to the garage. And I'm going to then set him up with some repair points. So he can have a little, what's it called, a maintenance tray, or a van add-on. I think it is a van, something about van. Anyway. Because he's going to come back and be our prime provider of maintenance points. Which will be a bit of fun. But the only hard bit about getting back here now is going to be coming up and over that little path. Oh, I came this way, didn't I? That was silly. I meant to go through the... Should have gone through the food factory. Okay, now this guy's got switchable all-wheel drive, which is rather nice. So we can scoot along here and hardly use any fuel at all. Which works pretty well. A little bit of all-wheel drive help coming out of there. Now he doesn't need it. Yeah, so if we go and get some repair points, we can then take them from the garage all the way down to that worksite. And then potentially bring him up the other worksite in the northeast of the map, or the top right hand corner, and deliver some repair points there too. Because that one needed repair points and consumables. We might even take the Voron over and get some consumables and bring them back. Then I think we'll be starting to look at which contracts we need to do to open up that blockage that I'm going to have to go around this time, and also fix the bridge. I think there's a couple of contracts to do that. First of all, let's just head back to the garage. Now, admittedly, I could just recover this to the garage because we've got so much money. It's like, yeah. But no, we're not doing that. We're trying to be true to our hard mode roots. Not spend money if we don't have to. I haven't even been in the driver's seat, have I? Let's pop in the driver's seat for a minute so we have a look at this old style. Wow, yeah, this looks fairly 70s, 80s, doesn't it? That sort of instrumentation and stuff. In fact, yeah. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's so much harder when you're not looking where you're going. Right, now, I think I have to turn off somewhere here, don't I? Oh, I was meant to have already turned off, wasn't I? I have to turn off back here. Whoops. Get out there. That's the problem with being in the driver's seat. You can't remember where you're going. Oh well. We will just come back this way. I'm thinking I might bring my step, whatever it is, fuel truck in as well, because we're going to need some fuel over this side, over the garage side of the map. Let's see how he goes coming up here. Got four-wheel drive on, so that's good. Probably asking a bit, because I'm sure he's got the, you know, usually these have little engine and not best tyres and all that sort of thing, so when you're bringing them back to the garage for the first time, you're you're doing it the hard way. Oh, that was deep. just get our nose around there without dipping. No. Oh, that worked. Great gap here, might be a bit challenging for a little truck. Not at all, he says, not at all. I can get over there. Yes, I have to get around to the left here. Ooh, I'll try bash into that. Again, it's quite a low front. Yeah, pretty good. Just getting the hang of how to drive this little truck. It's probably not that significantly different in size to the little ZiKZ that I drive around, the ZiKZ 566. And we'll see how he goes with the fan add-on. It might actually not work out very well, I don't know. But we'll give it a go. There we go, happily made it to the other main road. Don't need all-wheel drive anymore. We'll just come back to the garage. In the background, very picturesque. Just zip round the back. Around the back. Let's see what we can do in the garage. Alrighty. Well, first thing I'm going to do is just give him a full repair just to make him nice. Because I can. Right. That's pretty good. A nice, strong and powerful engine. Remains economical and gives you more power. So yeah, let's get that. We'll go with the off-road gearbox as usual. Actually, do I need to put... Some of these trucks you don't actually have to put the raised on in order to get the biggest wheels, but in this case we do. So that's fine. So we'll... Actually, we'll put the crawler on because we don't have to pay for that. Sell the stock. Right. So it's got, oh, okay, so it's got its own tyres. So how, actually let's spin around this way so I can see how wide they are. Gee, we're close. Can we back off a bit? No? Okay. Oh, they're very narrow. Those aren't they? Very narrow. That looks a little bit more stable, if you ask me. Yeah, either the MHS2s or the MHS3s, I think. We'll go with the 2s. Okay. Winch. Use one of our advanced ones. Spare wheel can stay on. Snorkel, yes please. Sure. And frame add-ons. This is where I want to get the van body. Yes. So that means then I can happily have spare parts. Front side, nothing there. Rooftop. Let's get some trunk repair supplies. Always like them. Good. What have we got there? I think maybe the heavy duty pipe will do. Don't need the external horn. Don't worry about that. What colour? Well, given that we're rocking a yellow add-on. Oh, it changes colour. Oh, that's good. I'm not sure if it did that before and I just never noticed. Probably. Okay, so what sort of colour should a Jangsu be? Kind of. Oh, it could be any. Oh, yuck. Can't be that. No, not that. It could be that, I suppose. Can't say I'm loving it. Oh, no, I hate these ones. What have they done with all these weird colour combinations? It's probably not my favoritist, but let's stick with that for the minute. It'll do. That gives us a service trailer, or service cab in the same colour. Okay, so there we go. Hey, very cool. So I'm going to take this guy all the way down the main road to meet up with the Voron at the food factory, and then we should be able to use its repair points to repair. Now I've put the biggest engine in, which possibly is a mistake. Maybe I should have put the middle engine in for fuel economy reasons, but we'll kind of see how we go. I kind of think at this stage, given we haven't even mapped out the second map yet, it might be worthwhile having the bigger engine. Like we don't need it. Yeah, we'll just sort of see how we go. So we're going to come around this main road and find, and go through the worksite we just cleared. Get to the fuel plant and clear up that other worksite. That will then give us a more direct way into the fuel plant if we need to. Although, to be honest, coming around the train line wasn't too bad. So here we are, we've virtually arrived. So much easier now that we've taken that roadblock away. Here's the fuel plant. It's gone through to the work site. There's the Voron. Here's the work site. We should be able to. There we go. Hey, hey! So we now have a little bridge there. How about that? That's pretty cute. I think that deserves a photo, doesn't it? What have we got going back that way? Why don't we just drive across the bridge a bit so I can get a photo of me on the bridge? How about that? There. Let's take a photo there. Okie dokie. Done. So we'll get back out of here because you don't need to be doing no more of that. And then just toddle up to the other end of the map. Monk. Find that other worksite that we'll eventually need to go through when we're doing the solar panel stuff. We aren't doing yet a while, but no doubt we'll need to do eventually. Just over there. What are you? Cabin. Oh, it must be a drop spot for something. We're dropping something at the cabin. Okay. It's not a task. As in, it's not the beginning of a task, it's the destination of a task. Speaking of which, I should get rid of fuel and chill, which just continually wants me to do it. So I'm not gonna. I count on not being able to do a freezer yet. Yes, we still have to go around here because I don't think anything fixes this blockage. I don't think a contract does. I don't think so anyway. So we're always going to have to come this way. Which is frustrating but not impossible. Nice if a contract fixed that one. Then we'd have a clean run all the way, gateway up the top here, all the way down to the fuel factory. Fuel plant. There, so we passed the worst of it. Let's go and get our deliver our little service repair points to the bridge thing here up here. Probably should have gone across the grass, shouldn't I really? Oh no, pretty hard. It's always on, right here. So this little truck's doing alright. I mean, okay, this is pretty muddy and disgusting, but I suppose we haven't given it much of a challenge yet. Mostly being on the main road. It seems to be doing okay. Here we got to drop off 150. So that now just leaves us 2 consumables to go. Alright, I can't really turn around very well here. We reverse back through there? Let's see how we go at reversing. Through there. Probably not ideal. Whoa, that's a nasty little... Oh yes, it's that rock there that's right by our front wheel now. Because the rear bump over that. It's a bit of a scare. Yes, we like our mud to be just muddy, not rocky and muddy. Not sure what difference the reverse in this mode has compared to just reversing when you're in auto when it's a automatic always on diff lock. Don't know if it's different gearing, like it's a lower gearing maybe. Normally trucks only have one reverse gear, don't they? I don't know, maybe they don't. Maybe they do have different reverse gears for different gradients. Like they have different forward gears. Oh boy, am I technical or what? All right, well, we're going to park here right beside our little mate. He's got some fuel and we've got some spare parts. So together, what a team. The only thing is he doesn't have a huge amount of fuel. All right. And this guy has neither fuel nor spare parts. He does carry cargo. Look at that. First one to go all the way across the bridge. And we should be able to come down here and get to the railway station. Not sure how far it is, but it shouldn't be too hard. Then we can diddy-bop back along the main road. Yep. A few more consumables at the food factory, I think it's called. So let's just pause for a second. All right, where am I going? Oh, I see where I am. I'm coming past this service hub thing. I could come along the train line, or I could follow the main road. Let's see how we go following the main road. There's definitely an option that we can sort of work our way back across and then go along the train line like we did before. And that might be an easier way than this one. But I'm going to give this a go. Came along here with the little ZiKZ to start with. Going the other way, of course. See how this works out. I think the train line's going to be better. Particularly if we were carrying top-heavy cargo. Wouldn't come this way with a cargo container on board or something. Across this little bridge and then go left. Yeah, look at this sort of angle here. If you had a top heavy cargo on, that would be, yeah, pretty scary. We don't. So which way do I go now? Which way do I go now? I go around to the left, so I go around this way. Or go around to the right. Your other left. Ooh, I don't like this. No way, surely not. Surely that's too tippy. Oh, everything's tippy. I don't like, no, definitely not coming this way again. Oh, I don't like any of that. Don't like it, don't like it. Not one little bit. We'll get in there now. Imagine that probably shouldn't have been that hard, but I didn't like that at all. That was most yucky. It's okay, because we are now going into the back of the railway station. We should be able to now go. Oh, there's a big trailer too. We should be able to go all the way along the main road now, back to the food station and the food plant. I wonder if I should be picking something up as I go. Oh, dear. Not really thinking about logistics at the minute. Sure, later on I'll come back and go, gee, I wish I'd taken a, I don't know, cargo container from the railway station back to the food plant. That would have made things much easier. But we won't. And then go around the main road and up and over again, like I did that with the Jangsu. That seemed to work out. I definitely don't want to go that other way. I could go around the train line. That's probably the safest way to go. Follow the train line around like we did originally at the start of today. That was pretty easy. I mean, yeah, a little bit scary with falling off the train line. Mostly pretty easy. This would be good. We'll get our little consumables and take them up the train line. Luckily we have an infinite supply of consumables here, so we know this is the place for consumables. Get rid of that fuel and chill task because it's just annoying me. Let's get rid of that. Right. So instead, we're going to take these to the Worksite up in the northeast of the map where everybody else is. And then we have to work out how we're going to do which contracts, which one's the first ones we should do and which one's the second. So once I've delivered this and opened up the Worksite, we'll spend a minute just looking at the contracts, working out which ones are the ones we want to do first, and all of that, so we can get the roads open, what we need in order for that to happen. It would be much easier if we just run around the main road without worrying about that blockage or the bridge. But having said that, the little back roads, the back roads here are actually not too bad. I mean, you've got to be wary of a few spots, like that one that I had trouble with earlier, and the one up near the metal beams factory, if you're not careful, where I nearly tipped over a couple of days ago. But otherwise, they're fairly nice little back roads. They're not too muddy. They've got some good elevation changes, so you sort of feel like you're going uphill, downhill, which is really nice. You don't feel like you're going to tip over all the time. Oh, shall I cut through here just to see if you can? Or is it not really worth it? What am I saving? I'm saving a drive to there and back to there, which is not exactly a lot, but we'll do it anyway, just to prove it can be done. Often nice to try and find little shortcuts if you can, because sometimes they can be really useful. This one, probably not really that useful, but we'll give it a go anyway. Can't get up there. Yeah, so this one's definitely not the greatest. So we've got that big step there, as in there, which is going to force us into that tree, I think. Go back around it. Yeah, so that's not a super useful shortcut. It's always nice just to see where you can go. How's it, you know, what's achievable, what's not achievable. So if you ever need to, like, yes, I can go through there. In this case, yeah, didn't save as much at all. Let's not pull these trees down. Come back here past the contest, which we won't do this time. We can stay up on the tracks a bit better. We're sort of on one track, but not on both. So we're not wide enough to straddle both tracks. Right. We can definitely move along all right. I don't know if I should go in high gear or not. Probably a bit quicker going in auto, but we're using more fuel. It's usually the way. That's fine. All is fun. Going to keep going around here, and we'll sneak in through that back way. It'll work out pretty well. Almost missed the little turn off. Almost dived into the water. Just needs a little help. That's back. I think. So here we are at the railway station. Should be able to take this around and drop it off. much the same path we took with the Jangsu. And here, there's the green squares. Churned up, so that's interesting as well. This is getting quite churned up. So if we are going to come back and forth to get solar panels, we're going to be churning this part up quite a bit as well. So it's interesting in itself. There we go. How we managed to build a wooden bridge using consumables, I don't know, but that's okay. Why that wasn't wooden planks would have made more sense, wouldn't it? But that's okay. Who are we to know anything? See, is it worth getting two solar panels and bringing them back to the main road just while I'm here? Because I'm here. I don't know. I actually haven't even looked at the contracts. So let's spend a bit of time looking at contracts. We've got Concrete Giant, which gives us a warehouse access. I assume it's probably going to be concrete or cementy things. We need metal beams, meeting pipes, service spare parts, construction rig semi-trailer. Driving through, oh, that's the Scouty one in the other map. Ability check, that's a seismic one. The rest of them are all locked, but now, which ones are the ones that do the... See how many there are, by the way? Lots. So let's just have a little look. Right, oh, that was a good guess. So the missing link is the one that builds the bridge. So we need to do Concrete Giant before we can do the bridge. Okay, well, that's really important. That was the missing link. And I think it's Ravages of Time. Yep. Ravages of Time is the one that clears that other roadblock. And in order to do that, we have to do the mountain route. The mountain route, just to deliver some concrete stuff. Oh, that opens up a gateway as well. That opens up a second gateway between the maps. And for that, we have to do Concrete Giant. So it's sort of telling us you need to do Concrete Giant. Oops. Do that again. Concrete Giant. So let's have a look in the other map. Oh, we can't. We haven't been there yet. Ah, okay. So we know we've got to go in the other map. And we've got to deliver the stuff for Concrete Giant into the other map. But we don't know what we actually have to do, where to go, or what it looks like, or anything like that. Now, if I look at this guy... Yeah. We're really... Once I do that, we're down to 1/3 of a tank in my fuel tank. I don't think that's going to be enough. So rather than going, let's just make more trucks come here. Rather than going to the fuel station, I'm going to come back to the garage and get my Step 310 310E fuel truck. Bring that in from Glades. That should have fuel in it. We'll just lift it up a bit, as in, I think we might get away with balanced. I don't think we're going to take this guy very far off the roads. I think he'll be mostly, I'll keep the OD2s on. We'll keep a stock winch on him. He's got a snorkel, he's got his fuel can, he's pretty much got everything he needs. I think that's probably what we're going to go with. And we're going to take this guy around to meet up with... Oh, goodness me, it's getting early in the morning. Getting late. Getting close to 8 o'clock. Didn't even check the time. Well, it's not 8 o'clock yet. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Okay, fine. So we've got about 5 minutes. So we should have enough time to take this guy around the main road and use him to refuel the little ZiKZ. That'll still leave this one with more than half a tank. Assuming he's full. Shall we just check? Yes, he's full. It was worth checking, just in case I'd left him. I normally try to leave my trucks sort of, ready to go, fully fueled and fully repair pointed. But sometimes the map doesn't quite work out and I don't leave them as I might like to. But in this case, we're fine. We take this all the way around and leave it at that gateway for starters, but I'm probably going to have to run it all the way back to the fuel station at some stage. We hopefully will only do that after we've fixed the bridge and sorted out the roadblock, so in other words, so we can go around the main road. I don't really want to take this one down the train line, but I guess it's an option if we really have to. It's a capable truck. It steps pretty good, actually. There's that fuel and chill come back as well, by the way. It just won't go away, will it? It really wants me to do that. I'm not gonna. Don't make me. So the only tricky part here is going to be going down and around that little detour. We have to go to around. Just up here a bit further. Look at the fog. Isn't that great? The morning fog. That is brilliant. With the feeling it's quite cold. Yeah, there's some really good parts about SnowRunner. Nice and steady. I didn't end up looking at was whether I was going to need some solar panels either. I'll do that later on. Yes, I'm probably going to need, 10 of them or something like that, so it doesn't really make that much difference, but you never know. Just going to bump back across the main road, across the river, a little creek, back to the main road. See, that was pretty doable. We could do that with most things. Don't think there's any contract that gets rid of that rockslide either. Right, so here we are. Well, let's start this guy over here because we may want to use this as a bit of a fuel top-up spot as we go, particularly if we're going to be moving stuff between the maps. So from the 1800 fuel tank into the little fuel tank. Beautiful. So that's everything. Should now be full. Everything is full except the big fuel tank. Perfect. And time-wise, 7:45. Well, I actually think we might stop there. I'm going to just change truck into the ZiKZ so we're ready for tomorrow. Actually, why don't we just go through the gateway? Us two kids. Yep, go through the gateway. And that way we'll have some fuel and some repair points coming into the gateway or into the Valley of Falling Rocks, which is a very ominous name for a region, to be honest. I dare say there could be some falling rocks all over the place. We will see, I guess. But let's just play this out, and that'll be it for today. So here we are, arriving into the second map. Very cool. All right. So, oops, wrong one button. Just checking the time, 7:58. I wonder if I should just make the truck move. I'm very frightened about saves and it not saving, all that sort of thing. So, not that I think it would make any difference, but we'll just move into there. And then that's it for today. So if I look at the map, right, there's the edge of the map. So we've come in on the western side of the map. Oh, I can't tell. I don't know. Yeah, okay. We look like we're in... No, I can't tell. I can't tell if we're in the northwest or the southwest, but we are in the west. Anyway, that's enough fiddling. We are set to go. So tomorrow we'll be doing some scouting here in Valley of the Falling Rocks, and be able to hopefully find where we're meant to do that concrete giant contract, because that's sort of the next main thing. But I think probably what we'll do is end up scouting all about here and scouting this map out, and then come back to do the concrete giant one to open up the roads from the other side. So we want to go back to scouting mode, I think, now. So hopefully these two little trucks will be able to, scout around or be useful in the scouting. Otherwise, though, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today. I've actually quite enjoyed today doing those work sites and things. So we didn't achieve a huge amount in terms of percentage complete, but we did open up a couple of those work sites, which will make traversing the map easier. Anyway, we will find that out as time goes on. That's it for now. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.